I'm Katie LaGrone in Tampa Bay. Unnecessary excessive force, systemic racism. Florida's top cop reveal answers on how police and the community can now move forward.
We're tired. We're tired.
Is it tough to be a black top cop right now?
I think it's tough to be a top cop, period.
Candid.
I felt he set law enforcement back hundreds of years.
We need to do something.
Honest.
Do you genuinely believe that this is a turning point?
I hope so, but history doesn't necessarily dictate that.
Justice is being denied.
In their own words.
I think now is how do we reimagine policing?
They are four of Florida's top cops, 2 city chiefs, 2 county sheriffs, who have risen to the top of the ranks in a profession that has historically not welcomed them.
Are you black enough? Or are you blue enough? This is something that administrators like myself have had to manage, which our counterparts, white men, don't worry about those type of considerations.
Sheriff Gregory Toney leads the Broward County Sheriff's Office.
I have a different perspective. I come from a different background. I come from a different part of society where I've seen and absorbed these type of things.
In a county plagued by a long history of racially charged police misconduct, he's its first African-American sheriff and one of just 4 black sheriffs statewide.
You don't tackle this thing and look at it as a problem for just black people.
We've got to make sure that we are actually hiring the very best police officers we can.
Sheriff Walt McNeil leads Leon County, home to the state capitol, where this session, lawmakers passed police reforms aimed at increasing officer training and independent oversight, while limiting chokeholds and the ability of problem cops to wander from agency to agency. Last year, a Yale study found more than 1,000 fired Florida cops eventually landed back on the streets with other departments.
How many police officers did you fire this year? Nobody's ever asked me that. How many did you discipline this year? Nobody's ever asked me that. And what did you discipline them for? So we have to be forward thinking and get that information out to the community ourselves.
We have to ensure that we are being held accountable to uphold those policies and abiding by those policies that we created.
Palm Beach County is home to 5 of the state's less than 30 black city police chiefs, including Delray Beach Police Chief Javaro Sims and Chief Nathan Osgood of Riviera Beach, one of the state's only predominantly black cities, where the majority of its police force is also black.
Our police officers are from this community, relate to this community, or went to high school in this community. I'm talking about in these types of communities. I'm talking about white and black, and they understand the makeup of the community and know how to deal with people.
Osgood also believes recent killings of black men at the hands of white cops underscores the need for police in general to step back.
We don't need to chase you from here to Kingdom Come every single time. We don't need to get into a physical fight with you every single time. We can find you and get you another day. There's sometimes you have to back up.
Many departments have already added racial training, citizen review boards, random body camera checks, and early warning systems to weed out bad cops. But despite navigating their own difficult paths between professional duty and personal identity,
I'm very optimistic.
They recognize the moment.
If we don't capitalize on this movement, on this wave now, then we're only going to regress.
And their own responsibility to ensure it's captured.
We just have to find a way that the public trusts law enforcement all over again. And no matter what it takes, if we have to get out there in the community every day and say hello, shake hands, kiss babies, we got to do this. We just have to do it.
Katie LaGrone, WSFL TV.